Alright guys, welcome back indeed to another part of our playthrough. We're going to be doing Act 5 right now, and this is the final act, but there are technically more difficulties to the game, but this would technically be the final act. It's going to be the final boss of the game, so we'll create a game called Act 5 Start. Oh, an error did occur. Alright, what with two T's? Okay, cool. Looks like that worked. So I would definitely say the servers are gotten a lot better over the past few hours for me, at least as of right now. But last time we left off, we just fought a boss, and we got the quest done for the siege, which was Shank. If you want to, you can farm him for a little bit, but usually you don't want to really farm normal difficulty. Nightmare can be okay to get certain items, but it's the same concept. Last time we did get this waypoint, so in order to kill Shank, you just go from Frigid to Bloody, which is you just go straight down. We got this waypoint last time, but from town you basically just go straight up and to the left. That's how it is for a lot of the areas here. So go and destroy Shank. And also, I did do some Mephisto runs and did some Chaos runs, so I have gotten only one new pair of boots. It's really nothing that's super important to mention. Although I will show you guys what it looks like. I'll pick up all the jewels. You can also pick up the staff. If you are running low on gold, picking up staffs is usually going to be pretty good. They can sell for a lot if it just has a bunch of stats. Also, I should mention, depending on the act that you go to, certain items will sell for less and or more. But our goal right now is to go from this area, which is the Frigid Highlands, all the way to the area plateau. That's the next point of interest. There's also another optional quest that will allow you to get barbarians to hire. This is also another area that looks kind of like Act 4. Go into it real quick. It's not really too important now.
Impossible.
Okay, there we go. I don't know why it said impossible. Usually it's up and to the right, I want to say. To the next area. So feel free to teleport. If you see some cages, you can open them up and it'll free the barbarians. You need it for a quest. It is an optional quest. It lets you hire barbarians. It gives you a few low runes as well. But yeah, you feel free to kill all these things as you progress if you want to. So now we're at the area plateau, and then next we're going to be going to the Crystalline Passage. So I know I'm going kind of fast here, but take your time if you want to. The only requirement is that your character is at least level 20, otherwise you can't actually complete the one of the quests called the Ancients. You can cheat to complete it, but it requires a secondary character that has the quest state for yourself. And it's not really something that most people do. It's called a G-Rush. But yeah, you can definitely kill some of these things. We're getting probably pretty good XP. But we're going to get way better XP by doing these things called Baal runs that will outclass this thing by far. Grab that well. Get some extra mana.
Not enough mana.
But I'll show you the boots that we got. All it grants us is extra movement speed, really. And it has our stamina drain a little bit slower, but it's fine. It's not like something that's oh my gosh, you need to try to prioritize getting this, because you can do more of the Mephisto runs. You can just farm certain areas of the game, but generally you don't really want to farm for too long. I farmed a couple tries just because I liked it. You know, I just kind of had it for nostalgia, just doing Mephisto again and again. Or you can do Shank, because he's really fast and easy to get to. This guy's running low on HP. Thanks. Right, so now we're in the Crystalline Passage. I would recommend definitely getting the waypoint for this area. Okay, this guy just came in just in time. TP is up, there we go. So we already did the first quest, which grants us the ability to make sockets, and you don't get infinite of them, you only get one. Technically it's one per difficulty. So we got a Necromancer, and we'll see what he's playing. I haven't seen too many Necromancers, and all the ones that I did see, I think they were all playing Summoners. Sometimes people would also like to do hybrid. Oh, he's doing. Oh, he might be doing hybrid. He's got that amplified damage. That's actually really nice. His minions. Activate buff. I think what is he binding? I want us to do it to my guy. So I can just do this. If you want to ever reset your mercenary, you can just teleport. Unless he's dead, because then nothing will happen. But I did get some new boots, and I'll show you guys what they look like. I got a couple other small items, nothing too important to mention, but there's that. Rings are such too fast for cast rate rings. Still rocking the stealth. Still rocking the tier helm. Level 27, we can throw an Ort in a Soul rune to make a helmet called Lore, and it just grants us +1 to all skills. It's kind of nice. I just don't happen to have the runes yet, but it's something you can farm real easy once you get to the next difficulty in Nightmare. It's kind of like the Countess where we got those runes to farm for our staff. You can also get better runes as you increase the difficulty of the game. Oh, he went back into town. He was like, "You're going back, I'm going back too." But we want the waypoint here for sure because we're going to come back to it. The other areas doesn't really matter too much. So we do need to go to the... we'll eventually need to go to the Glacial Trail, but what we want to get first is the waypoint here. What we're looking for is the waypoint and the frozen river. Alright. Waypoint on me. Throw down a portal. But yeah, this is the pairs of boots that we got. Not anything super good. I got a couple other items that I'm going to be using for other characters. Some small set items. I got a shield that gives us +1 to all skills. Which is kind of nice. I'm going to grab these just so we can check them out. Oh, we actually got this on our mercenary, which is kind of nice. It just... You guys see it? Yeah, it just has good, like, base stats. But nothing too insane. So one thing to mention is you can always throw ethereal items on your mercenary. The reason why you'd want to do that is because ethereal items are stronger than normal items, but they break when the durability goes down. Eventually, they just break and then poof, they're gone. However, you can get certain mods on the item that will repair durability, but on a mercenary, it doesn't matter because they never lose durability. Ooh. We have Ort. I believe it's Ort and Soul from Lore. And I'll double check on it, but I'm going to need to get to the next difficulty to really be able to use it. Let's see. Oh. Our mercenary died again. Alright. Whoa, whoa. Let's throw this in. Actually, I'm going to kite shield. Oh, he already picked it up. Unlucky. It's fine. It doesn't really matter too much. I'm not going to go to a wand anytime soon. But I'm going to see if the item that we picked up is really worth anything. Usually the stats are kind of worth stuff. But let me see if I can use this on my other character. 18. And even though it says very slow attack speed, that will actually change.
Salutations.
It's a 2,000, 25,000. Oh, that's really good. I'm going to go throw that in my stash, so if I die, it does not go away. While he was slain. Rip him. This way he knows that he can make another TP. He just died real fast, but it's okay. It happens. See, like, even though his gold's right there, we have 31 gold. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't. You can just pick it up, but I feel like it's rude and I wouldn't want to do it.
Anymore.
Because it is kind of annoying when someone picks up your gold. Oh, and then in terms of our skill trees, because I think we might have leveled up, I was doing some Mephisto runs. Nothing has really changed in the build. We'll eventually get some stuff in the cold department, but here's what we're doing. It's just still frozen armor, this energy shield if you want it, but definitely get the teleport, and then 1 point in static field, and then pretty much just fireball, slam it into fireball until it's complete. So we have the waypoint now, so we need to go to the Frozen River, and then we're gonna get a really cool bonus of free extra resistances. It's 10 to all resistances that we get, but you get it 3 times. Okay, there we go, Frozen River, perfect. One of these curses can make it so when you cast, you're gonna take damage. So you have to watch out for that. It's a little bit tough, huh? See the smoke sphere? Oh. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is finding another character that's stuck down here. We can just teleport if I wanted to be like a little bit faster and efficient.
Not enough mana.
There's going to be like these big Yeti guys. Be careful here. Is it over here? It's usually when you see those big guys. There's a few of them. Oh, that's good. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I didn't even see. Did he say TP place? Sometimes I'm too busy looking at something else. There's gonna be a few bombs. If you notice, there are multiple enemies that they just reskin in the game. And that's due to like the game when it came out. This is how they were able to create so much content and still kind of have a new enemy to kill. Those are the guys from Act 1. The gargantuan beasts. Alright. Unfortunately, I have no mana. Oh no! Let's get out. Oh, there we go. There's a mana shard. The thing with mana shield that you have to be careful with is sometimes it screws you over because you actually run out of mana and you can't get out and you kind of are locked. But eventually it won't really matter. Like, you should have enough sustain for the most part. But that's why some people don't like energy shield at all. But I'd say it's worth it. So someone else just joined, so I always make a fresh portal. We're 15 minutes in, like we're almost done with Anya. The Act 5 I guess is kind of short too. Oh. So you see a frozen girl that's right here. Is this right? Yep, okay, here we go. So I'm gonna reset my mercenary, start hitting all these abominals again. And we are good.
Not enough mana.
Oh, crown. Is that 2 sockets? Ooh, nice. We'll do Orton's soul in there. If we can get it. level up. Nice. Level 30 is our next, like, bigger breakpoint. Oh, no, don't tell me the game crashed. What? Oh, just massive server lag. It's fine. So, Deuce, talk to her. And then we're gonna have to talk to Mala, which is like the healer over here. If you want my potions, you buy them from her. Let's get way more mana potions. Let's also sell some of these because I picked these up just to sell. They didn't sell for very much. So she'll give you the potion. And we go throw these away into the stash. This isn't really worth anything. Just kind of trash here. You know what? I should pick it up. Just throw it into the sell pile.
Good evening.
It's not really going to be worth too much. At this point, we're okay-ish on gold. But it's never bad to just have more gold. Okay, there we go. Now I have this one inventory. And we're going to go back right into the frozen river. And now that Mala grants us the potion, we go back and talk to Anya. She frees herself. And I believe she talks to you in town. Now, she does have a quest also that lets you kill a boss. And you can personalize a weapon. It's kind of pointless, though. So, now that we've done that... Oh. What is this one? Just get rid of some stuff. Oh, one defense. That's definitely not worth keeping. It's actually such a bad charm. But, she gives us a scroll, and you can see our resistances over here. Like our cold resist is 53, we have 6, fire resist, lightning resist. We get this item, bam, we get 10 to all resistances for free. It's pretty nice. So remember how he said we want to get the crystalline passage? Done. Because some people just want to get Anya done, and I totally get it. Okay. So what we're looking for now, I think we actually ended up passing it while we were looking for this one. I just want to do that one first. Okay, it should be this direction. Alright. Glacial Trail. And then we go to the Frozen Tundra. That's the next area. And I'll try to remember to put this in like the pinned comment like I did last time, which is something super helpful, I feel like. Glacial Trail to Frozen Tundra. We're going to be doing the Ancients now. This is the next, like, important quest. Frozen Tundra. There we go. So now we're in the Frozen Tundra. We'll go to the Ancients Way. It's kind of like the same tile set that we had before. But not right here, but back before we progress into the cave area. If you do see these little white boxes, you can, if you want to rescue the barbarians. It's a quest that most people skip out on because it's super unnecessary. Alright, nice, we got the waypoint. We're in the Ancient's Way. Past normal. What does he mean? TP for the Ancient. Grab the Necromancer here. Oh, grab this. Let's see what it is. Maybe I'll craft on that. Alright, amulet. Let's see if we can get something maybe good. Nope. So we're looking for another exit. Oh, there's both right here. Ariat Summit is what we want. So, Crystalline Passage to Glacier Trail to Frozen Tundra to the Ancient's Way, and then go to the Ariat Summit. So one thing that's important, you do need to be at least level 20, otherwise this quest will not complete. You can also grab the waypoint. Which is not bad if you want to help people, and I do plan to help some friends and stuff, so I'm going to grab the waypoint for this area. possible. Oh, did I just pass it? No. I'm trying to look at the mini map. You know what? I should probably just go over here and do it. The reason why is because if they do it without me, I'm gonna mess up my own game state.
Not enough mana.
I need to think about that, but definitely get the waypoint. Don't be bad. One thing is like when you start the boss fight, this boss fight in particular, you cannot reset it with like going back and getting potions. So get all your potions now because yeah, they don't drop anything by the way, so you don't have to worry about like are they gonna be picking anything up. Usually you put a portal right before it. So I actually haven't seen the Ancients, so it's gonna be a cool fight. So you click on the book and they come out. They actually are kind of tough, but if you have static field, look, I just ripped off like half his life. You see his HP? Static field is what's doing pretty much all this damage. See Talic over here? I just do, look at that. Static did 25%. Big chunks. I'm surprised the other swords didn't do it. But it's all about that knowledge. And you get pretty good XP. Watch your XP. We got like, how many levels? 2 levels maybe? From that, 1 or 2? Yeah, you can get an insane amount. What is it? That sound is... Doesn't sound like that's normal. But it's kind of cool, but they kind of started it. But like, there's something where you click on it, it's like, we are the Ancients. It's a cool fight. Like, you know, back in the day. It felt cool because like you would see these bosses. But now that I know how to defeat them, it's not even a challenge at all. But when I first fought them, yeah, they are actually pretty tough, I would say. So now we're in the Worldstone Keep. And we want to get the Worldstone Keep level 2 waypoint. That's another important one. Because we're going to do these things called Baal runs. And they're going to give us massive XP. But over here, we should be okay if we die. Because I can just ask for a TP and it's no big deal. I'm just going to slam all of them into energy. Why? Because I just don't like managing energy at the very beginning of the game. I'm more into Fireball, so more damage. Until level 30. Once we get level 30, we will start putting it into Fire Mastery, but Fireball still first overall. Keep on going. Oh! Being out of mana is very dangerous. I think we could go buy some more mana potions. You know what? We have a lot of like empty space here to me. That we can make room for more items. So what we'll do is we'll just get rid of those. And
good evening.
I'm just gonna consume some of these. I just want like one. Oh, we can also get a new belt here. This belt, I mean, we've had it for a while. It just grants us 20 life. It gives us some cold res. It's actually not too bad. But if you want to get a new belt, that you can get up to 4 slots on a belt. That's max. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue. Oh, you know what? I wanted to move some stuff. Let me do that right now, because I want as much room when I defeat the boss. Actually, I want to plug in a controller. I actually feel like controller has the best chance to pick up items. And so, yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to probably just start drinking all my potions right before the boss fight. Except for maybe a couple. But I also do need to plug in a controller. So let's go back over here. Are any of them at level 2? They're still all at level 1. I feel like with this party, I'm going to probably need to do the carrying. But let me go plug in my controller real quick. As I didn't have it plugged in. And there we go. I get used to playing with the controller for a little bit. As I liked mixing it up for our playthrough. Just this way I can give better advice on, you know, like my feedback. But I like being able to just chill with a controller. But I do like, you know, obviously typing with the keyboard and mouse is way better. But the nice thing with me being the carry, I can show people how to play the game. Actually, it's kind of pointless for me to grab the combat shrine. We're not really in the attack rating. 10. But man, this would be a pretty fast one as well. It's just Act 1 and 2, I'd say, just are the longest because they're earlier on and you don't have that much gear. It's not that they're like particularly like harder. So this is where we need to go, but we want the waypoint, remember that. So I'm gonna TP and try to get the waypoint. Okay, maybe this way. Okay, so you see these little like red things on the minimap? That's how you know that you're gonna get to the next level. There we go. Oh. Teleporting's pretty good with controller. But so once you get to level 3, you're gonna be looking for the next area, which is the Throne of Destruction. See how fast we can get it. That's the next one. This is the final one. My TP level 3. And let me see what we have in our inventory. Go. Some other people are just taking too slow. They're taking their sweet time.
Not enough mana.
So with this, we're gonna get a lot of XP as well. I don't know the skill points, but okay, we're 29 now, and watch the XP. How much XP we get from some of these. I'm gonna throw up another TP because some people will die over here. I'd still say it's a relatively easy boss, especially when you're in a group. Alright, so he's throwing up some curses. Wow. Hello. There we go. Sometimes there's like one enemy that's hiding and it's really annoying. But you don't really need to kill all the enemies here. Is there one more? I don't know if he's broken or what. Is that our first like game-breaking bug? Oh. Doesn't seem like it's working. There's definitely a glitch here. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Never encountered. I think it's bugged, but it's no big deal. Let's put. Another TP out. What is this guy talking about? It wouldn't matter if there's another TP out. I mean, we could maybe kill some of these guys. Maybe someone dragged one of the... You just have to kill all the things that are in, like, his room. And you should be fine. I don't think they would have changed that. But what can happen... Oh, there we go. Got it. So that might have been the case. Sometimes it could be even the AI. The AI just walks away and then the other AI chasing the other AI is just like, it's gone. But... There we go. Oh, is he going to... He'll curse you, but eventually he's supposed to summon a bunch of monsters. And I think he's a little bit broken here. But it's fine. We plan to do more of these Baal runs anyways, and like doing these gives us more XP. Yeah, I think I would say it's kind of bugged. I'm just going to create a new one. Okay, Act 5 kill Baal. make a new game, and it's no problem since we got the waypoint. And like I said, sometimes I would edit these out, but like, one, I think it's good to know that, like, you know, the bug does exist, and also we need to do multiples of these anyways. I'm not going to show you guys multiple of them, but it's totally fine for the first one since we already have the waypoint. It's not like we really missed out on too much over here anyways. So yeah, more potions. Buff him up, and then since we have the waypoint, we're at level 2 already. There we go. But I definitely, like I said, want to use a controller when we try to pick up the items, and we'll see how fast we can be. But yeah, the Sorceress makes this whole thing so much faster. Which is why we always play it. Oh, it was the same guy from last game. We're just looking for the little like red sliver, and that's how we know we're getting to the next area. Oh, there we go. See the little like red area? And we're gonna tell you right into the room. And we're gonna go back to the controller. Good. Serpent skin armor. How many socks is that? Not too bad. I'm gonna actually keep this. We make another stealth note. We can make some other rune wars later down the line. But oh, this is one thing I do want to show before I forget. So like these little holes, they're called sockets. And what we can do is we can add sockets to anything in the game. We only get the thing 3 times per character, and 1 in each difficulty. So don't waste it. I'll show you what to use it on the first time, because it's definitely worth it. Let's use an enemy, right? There we go. Yeah, I know you have to kill all the enemies in the room, but last time it just bugged out. And it takes a few seconds to get over here. It's just more so you need to have a group that's able to kill these relatively easily, which we should be able to do. So here's how it works. You see how he threw down an orb and it summoned a bunch of monsters? That's what he does. Make sure you heal up because he's got several waves that he'll just throw at you. So yeah, we're level 29, and then once we get level 30, we'll get a pretty nice little bump up. Is the Necro doing that, or is that like another source? Oh, there you go. See how we're 411 life? That's because the Barbarian used one of his buffs that buffs everyone. Okay. Venom Lord. The last one gives you a pretty decent amount of XP. I'm gonna grab this Jared Center if I can. Just in case I have some good lighting master here. So these ones over here will give us the most XP. Watch the XP go up. Every single time we get one down, we can get a pretty big chunk. And this is just a tormentor. There we go. Level up. So now our fireball. Well, I have to use the keyboard and mouse for this. So our fireball hits from 255 to 299, and we put 1 point into this. Bam. That's a lot more. 50% extra damage. Just that one skill point. Let's use this a little bit. Get him down. Grab some extra potions so I can put it back into the belt. And then we'll be fighting the boss. We'll be fighting Baal. So that, well, this is Baal right here. I'll go ahead and throw up a portal. Oh, I'm actually out of portals. Right now. So he'll go in the portal, you're going to follow him into the portal and then fight him. And so what he'll do once he gets lower HP is he will summon a clone. However, you can tell which one is the clone and which one isn't. But since this is normal difficulty, you may not be able to do it. Okay, he's almost gone. Oh, who got the ring? I don't think I got it. Did I? Oh, I got the ring. I got like everything. I got lucky. Now, is the ring very good? I don't know. It could be like Angelic Halo, I think. It's probably not very good. But let's go ahead and check out the ring. Well, I'm going to just go to Kane, identify it. And we completed the quest. If we go to quests. Quest completed. It's supposed to make little like sound and stuff, but it's no biggie.
Yes.
Oh, our mercenary's not dead. I thought mercenary's dead. All right, let's go talk to Kane. Let's check out our new ring that we got. Like I said, I think that on controller I can just spam it really fast. Obviously, it'd be best if I was Bailey because it would put me usually as close as possible, right? So let's see if we got anything good. No, the ring's probably bad anyways. So let's go sell this. That sells for a lot of gold. Oh, Cathans. Oh. Go put that in, and then I think that there's a portal that you can walk through at the very end. Oh. After this. That Tyrael opens up a portal. Oh, you have talked to him?
I am impressed, Morris.
Nice.
You're bold.
Okay, and then you go to this portal, and it's called Destruction's End. It plays a cutscene. And that will be it. You know what? I'm gonna watch this cutscene. I haven't seen the like HD'd versions of it, and it's really short too. But I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like chugging on mine. Oh, I wonder if it's because of the resolution. Hushed ethereal voices. What? I don't. Did I have back buttons. I might have touched one. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I haven't seen this little like screen. What he does is he throws something in and destroys like the world stone. But maybe we can watch it next time. But we did skip out on the other cutscenes. But now that we've done that, we have access to playing the game in Nightmare. So one thing to note, and this is a really good change. In the game, you can actually change the game difficulty over here, and you can see the differences with that. But I do want to show you guys something really cool. So now that we've completed the game, in the normal difficulty, we have to do Nightmare and Hell. Now, the game is basically the same. Am I going to do a walkthrough of it? I mean, it's kind of up to you. I might make some build guides. I'm thinking about it still, but it's basically the same thing. It's just that there's going to be enemies that have more HP, and like just they're going to do more damage to you. But you also will get negative resistances. And then on top of that, as you go up in the difficulties, but it's also going to have immunities to certain damage types. That's why you have to hybrid out. We only had one monster that was immune to fire that we had to deal with, and our mercenary was able to deal with it. But it does definitely feel like it's a huge problem in the game if you don't hybrid, or if you don't play with a group. But if you are either playing with a group, you can still stay fireball. If you want to try out other things, feel free to go and do so. I'll be making some build guides, but the whole campaign process is the exact same thing for every single one. Now, what I do want to also show you guys is a secret cow level, and it is actually important to do because we're going to be getting a crystal sword, crafting a thing called Spirit, but I will do that for you guys. I'm still kind of debating if I want to do like a full playthrough of like Nightmare, because again, I feel like it's not necessary for a new player's guide. You're just doing the same exact thing. But I'm going to just make a game. I'm just going to type in gibberish. This is like what actually people do too. It's just so no one joins the game. It's the way to make a private game, but in D2R, you can just hit play from the character select menu, and you'll have your own private game. But to do this secret, I'm going to show you guys a secret. So you need to get Wart's Leg. Wart's Leg is in the stony field, and I'm just going to go to the area. Oops. You can only have one Wart's Leg on you at a time. Oops. So yeah, we're going to go to the stony field in Act 1. We're going to go back to Tristram. It's that little kid's leg. His name's Wirt. This is like the weirdest secret in like the entire, like in any game. I think this is probably the weirdest secret like that I've ever seen. It is actually a useful secret too. Mana recharge is going to be awesome. But I do want to show you guys this. And I'll probably make like a video going over like the whole area. It's just to show you guys this. This used to be like the ultimate way to farm endgame content for XP, but they had now changed it. Now the best is doing they're called Baal runs, and if you want to level up, like basically if you feel like you want to, you can get to like level 40-ish by just playing the Baal runs and killing Baal again and again and again. Because he gives pretty good XP. Not him in particular that gives the best XP, but it's more so the waves of enemies that he spawns in. And you just keep on doing it again and again. What do you, mana potion? Okay. So anyways, we're going to go in here. Okay, so we go back to Tristram in here. And Wirt is always going to be the exact same spot. He will never move. Just right here. You grab his leg. And it won't let me pick it up because I already have one. This is a very special item that you can only have one copy of. But to answer your question, yeah, time to play D3. Did I play the original D2? Of course, man, of course. I have lots of videos on my channel. Been doing lots of mods on Diablo 2, Diablo 1. I love all the Diablo games. And they're all really different too. Like, they're still all action RPGs, but they play super different, I would say. But here's a secret. So what you gotta do is you gotta take Wart's Leg that you pick up. You put it in here, and you get a Tome of Town Portal. So I know my face kind of blocks the other thing, but you just put them in here, then hit Transmute. It's going to open up the secret cow level. I'm also going to go back in and pick up this one, because I do need to do these to specifically get an item. And then we're going to add sockets to it, and we're going to craft an item called Spirit. So, just like before, well, technically we'd be in Nightmare difficulty. We have to re-get all of the waypoints, and we have to complete all of the steps required to get to the next act. You don't have to do all of the quests, just like, you know, I was only showing you guys the important quests that actually matter in the game. But we're gonna go to the secret cow level, and like this is one of the craziest secrets. I'm gonna use a controller for it. But you can see there's these giant cows with axes, and it's hilarious. But what we're looking for specifically, and I will still update this video, like I'm still going to make the next part of this, and I'm going to explain what you're going to need to do once we get it, because I'm going to need to get it. But I'll actually, you know what, I could just put this in the pinned comment, because it's just all about crafting certain things. But I'm thinking like now I don't have to do like the full like campaign, like walkthrough. This is Nightmare Act 1, and like you go kill Andariel. It's what I would consider redundant. What would be better is for me just to pinpoint out like what you need to do. So our next goal is to basically just farm for gear, gain levels, get better items. There's 2 rune words to craft, and once I craft them, I'll craft a couple items, and I'll just tell you guys exactly how to craft it in the pinned comment. But what we're looking for is the crystal sword. We're going to be crafting an item that will grant us 2 skills, and since we just hit level 30, if you want to respec into a different build, like I haven't used my first respec point, and since we can do the next quest to respec, what I could offer you guys as a suggestion to do is respec one time, try out all of the skills in the entire like skill tree. Like basically put 1 point into everything. Hydra is not very good though. I'm gonna admit there are skills that are pretty bad. Some people like to use Chain Lightning. A lot of people like Nova as well for Lightning. Like this is Lightning Mastery isn't a skill. This is not a DPS skill. That's why a lot of people just don't go for Lightning. Overall, it's just clunky, especially if you want to play PvP. Like Nova is so hard to use to scale. Yeah, for PvP. But Cold is very popular, but I like Frozen Orb myself, but Blizzard is also another popular option. I personally am probably going to spec out for Frozen Orb / Fireball, and then I'm just going to be PvPing, and I'm just going to put into Frozen Orb, because I just like Frozen Orb for PvP, as it just basically throws out a bunch of shards of ice, and it looks cool, it sounds cool, and I'm going to be respecing for that. But I need a lot of gear like that says plus to all skills. For example, our Leaf over here has +3 to fire skills. We want cold skills, but with Spirit, we're going to be able to get +2 to all skills, and it'll give us a bunch of like great stats. We can have that as our weapon and as a shield, and it's going to give us massive amounts of extra damage for our build. But that's what we're basically looking for in the Secret Cow level. It has to be from the Cow level in normal difficulty. Well, the earliest that you can get it is from here. But the reason why you want it from the Cow level is because it has a very specific item level, and that will grant you the amount of sockets that you want, because certain things in this game will only roll with X amount of sockets or X amount of something depending on the item level. But pick up all the charms. In cows, for I don't know what reason, you have like a pretty good chance to actually drop charms.
Thanks.
The rune drop rate is okay too, but I just seem to get a lot of charms when I play. And what you're really looking forward to is getting charms that have plus skills. You probably will have to go up in difficulties. You get to like hell for that to get it more consistently. But Frozen Orb is just so good for cleaning up that trash in this game. Go ahead and activate our buffs. Can't forget that. But the cows do hit really hard. But I'm just going to go straight to the Cow King. Now, normally what would happen is you don't want to kill the Cow King. If you kill the Cow King, then you can no longer enter the area. It's actually not too bad for XP. It used to be the best in the entire game for XP. But if you just look for an area that looks kind of like some of the starting areas of the rogue camp. Might be over here. No. Oh, superior crystal sword. It does not have to be superior. We just want a crystal sword, and we already got it. It's really easy to get. I don't think I have the runes yet. But yeah, where's that crystal sword? Did we already pick it up? No. Oh, there it is. Because with controller, how it works is you have to be within like some range of it. But there is a boss in here, and I do want to kill the boss just for funsies. But yeah, you can keep on farming this area now, which is an awesome change, because before, if you killed the Cow King, or is it Queen, you can't do it again. So what you can do, since the density is like okay here, you can gather them all up. Fireball, since it's like AoE based, it's kind of nice. There are way better characters for doing like cows if you want to like farm cows. The best is like the Amazon's really good for it. A Jobazon is what it's called. But I'm glad we got that thing so fast. Wow, I was not actually expecting it to go up that fast. Or wait for us to get. Oh, we spawned right next to it. So there's a boss over here. Does he look different? Oh, he died just so fast. Wow. I'm surprised they died so fast, but Flesh Killer, Fire Enchanted. Okay. Well, I don't think he dropped anything, but yeah, that was the Cow King. He did have like looks like he had like some gold on him as well, like for the shoulders. But nonetheless, that's Secret Cow level. That's pretty much all the game has to offer that I can show you now. There are these things called Ur, but that's a little bit later down the line, and that's another form of endgame farming. But you can still farm like Mephisto again and again if you want to get some items. You can do cows to potentially get items, but overall you should be trying to level up so the game feels a little bit more comfortable. If you would like to just go solo, if you want to play in groups, then by all means you can just start doing Nightmare and just start completing it. Now, Ancients will require you to be level 40. That's the quest that I mentioned before, where those are the guys that you summon. I didn't get the waypoint, but that's the one where you had the book. But yeah, this is going to pretty much wrap up this part of our playthrough. I still will be uploading more, but it's just going to not be like the full thing. It's just going to be like, okay guys, at this level we craft this. But I'm going to have some stuff in the pinned comment, so definitely check that out as well. And yeah, we'll be using this, and we can craft off of it. The extra stats don't matter on it. It's just Crystal Sword. That's the only thing that matters on it, as durability won't even be affected since we're going to be using it to cast. However, we did get that ring, and oh wait, you know what? We didn't get that. Oh no, we did get it. It was Angelic's. I already put it back. But anyways, that's going to go and wrap it up for this part. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like and way out. And I'll catch you guys in the next part very soon. I'm out. Peace.